Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of C8 Speed 252. I want to thank you for pushing that play button. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please do. Please join our community because our community is great. Everyone is awesome and I love talking to each and every one of you. If you haven't had a chance to check out my website, please visit c8speed252.com. Also, if you'd like to have your cars featured in my upcoming videos, please email them to me at c8speed252@gmail.com. With that being said, let's hop into the video. For all my current and future subscribers, you all know that the C8 Mid Engine Corvette has a special place in my heart. I have made plenty of videos about this vehicle. I actually talked about the C8 and the Corvette so much that Chevrolet sent me an email stating they may keep me in mind for the reveal of the C8 Mid Engine Corvette, which is something that's very exciting to see. Or should I say, the next gen car that's coming out. So with that being said, this is definitely a YouTube channel that you want to stick around and watch because I got a lot of C8 information coming your way. As of right now, the C8 Mid Engine Corvette is definitely getting a lot of hate from a lot of Corvette owners and a lot of non-Corvette owners. So today's video, I want to hop into the 5 things I have recently heard or 5 things I have recently read or why they hate the C8 Mid Engine Corvette. The number one thing I ever heard or read about the C8 Mid Engine Corvette is the rear spoiler. A lot of people really truly hate the rear spoiler they have seen thus far on the C8 Mid Engine Corvette. I personally do not think this will be the spoiler on the C8 Mid Engine Corvette, but if it is, it will most likely be the spoiler for the C8 base model Corvette and not the higher end models like the Z06 or the Grand Sport. Now I will say this. If this is by chance the spoiler for the C8 Mid Engine Corvette, I do think it would tend to grow on some of us Corvette owners or non-Corvette owners. Perfect example. If you all recall, when the C7 first came out, a lot of people hated that car because it didn't have round taillights. They said the taillights reminded them of the back end of Camaro. But I must say, as time has gone on for a lot of current and non-Corvette owners, they definitely fell in love with the C7 because it looks more like an exotic car. The number 2 thing that I've also heard about the C8 Mid Engine Corvette that people definitely hate is that it doesn't have slick body lines. So to give GM some credit, we honestly do not know exactly what this car will look like. As you still can see, that it's definitely totally wrapped, and we don't know exactly which body lines will be on this car once it's completely done. I truly do believe we need to give GM a shot at revealing this car before we start judging the body lines of this car, because a lot of exotic car owners are definitely not in love with the C8 Mid Engine Corvette because to them it does not still look like an exotic car. If you take a look at the picture above in the left hand corner, it definitely does look like this will be the front end bumper for the C8 Mid Engine Corvette, which is something that we all been waiting to see for many, many years now. I wanted to attach another photo of the C8 Mid Engine Corvette so that way a lot of people who don't like the lines or don't like the body up can get an idea of what this car looks like from different angles in one photo. And to me, this car doesn't look that bad. I think right now Chevrolet is still trying to figure out some kinks that they're working on, but I think once this car is revealed, I think a lot of people will actually grow to love this car just as much as they did the C7 Corvette. The number 3 thing that people hate about the C8 Mid Engine Corvette right now is the headlights. A lot of people is actually going off what the headlights look like right now, but I do not think this is what the headlights may look like for the C8 Mid Engine Corvette. I have heard people comparing these headlights to the C6 generation Corvette and saying that it looks similar. Now, based on what we see right now, I will admit that the headlights do look similar to the 6th gen Corvette, but I do think Chevrolet will change this up to where they will not look the same as the 6th gen Corvette. The number 4 thing that people definitely hate about the C8 Mid Engine Corvette is the rear end. Now, I'm super excited to talk about this subject right here because it's going to be a little touchy. If you take a look at the top photo, you can see that the C7 Corvette has something like the round taillights that everybody was in love with when this car was being released. And once it got released and they realized that this car did not have the round taillights, a lot of people actually started to disown loving the Corvette brand and decided to stick with their current 6th gen, 5th gen, and 4th gen, and so on. But once the C7 was released and people started to see this car more often out and about, they realized that this car was something special and more than they thought it was going to be. And with that being said, if you take a look at the C8 Mid Engine Corvette photo down below, their rear end definitely may not be the same as what people think it may be. And if you actually take a look at it again, you can tell that the spoiler is actually not there as well, which indicates that it's possible that that spoiler could be the spoiler that's on the Mid Engine Corvette, or it may not be the spoiler that's on the Mid Engine Corvette. But I guarantee you this, we all cannot wait to see exactly what this car will look like, and we're all going to find out truly what people really hate about this car. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do, because I got some more good information coming your way. Let's get ready to hop into the number 5 thing. The number 5 thing that people hate about the C8 Mid Engine Corvette is that they say it's technically not a Corvette anymore. It doesn't look like a Corvette, it doesn't sound like a Corvette, and it probably won't be a Corvette. Since then I'm stating that it probably won't be a Corvette because I have heard this from a lot of people and from a lot of articles that I read, that a lot of people actually think this will end up being a Cadillac and not a mid-engine Corvette. Now I know a lot of you is going to hate this statement, but this statement is actually true, that the Corvette was always supposed to be a mid-engine car. Now, I wasn't able to find out this answer through anything I found online or through anybody I talked to, but I'm kind of curious and I want to ask you all, what do you think is on the top of the roof of this C8 Mid Engine Corvette? It could be something that's dealing with the antenna. To me personally, it looked like duct tape that's wrapped in a figure 8, but obviously that's not true. I'd like to hear your thoughts on what this possibly could be. So as I stated before, that this car is only a year away from production. It can start sooner than we think. So what are some of the things that you hate about this car? Whether it's the rear spoiler, the rear end, the front bumper, the tail lights, or the headlights. I want to know your thoughts. Please leave your comments down below of what you think about the C8 Mid Engine Corvette and what you hate about this car. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button right beside it so you get a notification anytime I release a video. Feel free to check out my website, which is seekonthespeed252.com. Without further ado, let's check out some of your cool rides.